Okay, awesome. So yeah, welcome guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's Mellow Flow this evening. My sort of theme for the week is focusing around variations of Sun Salutations. So today we'll sort of be kind of starting off with modified variations of the salutations, and just a little, something for tomorrow. I already recorded the Sculpt and Tone class this afternoon. It focuses on core, and there are a lot of great core exercises that can help you kind of develop a more solid sun salutation practice, because there's a lot of misalignments I often see, and just a couple different exercises, kind of squished into your everyday routine can really help enlighten your sun salutation practice. So we're not going to do all salutations, but we're going to certainly incorporate some of that today. Okay, so we're going to get started. I have socks on, so I'm taking them off. It was cold in here today. So we're just going to start on our mat. We're going to start in hero pose. So if you have a blanket or a block or pillows or something that you might need to enhance this posture, grab them, okay? I'm gonna have a blanket here. So just for the sake of editing the beginning and the end, I'm just gonna pause here for a moment. So get into your hero's pose and just bring your hands to your heart center. And I welcome you all to your practice today. Mellow Flow Yoga. All right, so if you need to, if this is creating any tension in your knees or your thighs, it's really more than moderately uncomfortable, you could take a blanket and actually put it between, or a pillow or whatever you got, between your calves and your hamstrings. This also is called a calf smasher. So runners, right? Our calves can get really tight. This is a nice way to sort of press that blanket into the calves. But it also helps lift up the hips so that you can create less tension for your knees. Okay, just take a couple of moments to roll your shoulders around, get situated into your seat. Maybe do some neck rolls and really just be present to your practice today. Take a couple of nice deep breaths in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth, just for the first few. And you can close the eyes if you'd like, if that feels better for you. Again, inhale. And just exhale out your day. Taking a little bit of time to quiet the breath. Bring your right palm on top of your left palm and touch your thumbs together. This is called Dhyana Mudra. It's a meditation mudra, and it's inviting concentration and focus into your practice. It's also a way to connect the left and right hemispheres of the brain, if you will. So it's nice to feel balanced in that way if you want to bring that mindset to your mind's attention as well. So we're concentrating, focusing on just each moment, each posture, the transitions, and trying not to hurry and trying not to look forward to the next thing. Just be in the present moment's awareness of every posture. In other words, have fun. Take one more nice deep breath in. And exhale it out. If you want to bring some sort of intention to your practice today, cultivate a way of being. I don't know, it could be patience, it could be kindness, it could be tolerance, whatever the word is. Good. Slowly open the eyes. Nice. We're going to reach our arms up overhead. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Again, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, arms down. If any time you need to take that blanket out, just come into a cross-legged position. It feels better that way for you. I should have said that in the beginning. This time, lift the arms up, and on the exhale, you're going to bring the arms back behind you. Clasp the hands together, knuckles down. Chest broadens, and chin can lift away from the chest. Exhale, arms reach back up. And then as you want to exhale here, turn to your left and just open the arms. With your breath, inhale back in. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. And last time back to center. And bring your hands to your heart. And coming forward, come off of the blanket. Put your stuff off to the side. Turn forward or turn. I'm going to turn forward, facing forward. Come onto all fours. Just extend your right leg behind you and really lift the belly up and in. Push through the palms and round or dome the upper back. Keep your head back. So look forward about 1.5 feet or so. And then lift your right leg up, engage the glutes, step your toes, your right toes outside the left ankle, and look over your left shoulder. So you're gonna feel a nice side body stretch here. Breathe right into that hip, that outer hip. Come back to center and then replace that knee back down. Extend the left leg behind. You can stay there for a moment, pressing into your heel if it feels good for your calf, right? Lift the left leg up, step it across the right ankle, and look over your right shoulder. Just breathe there. Come back to center, inhale, and then bring that knee down, exhale. Just a couple of rounds of cat-cow, bring your knees back, inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, exhale, inhale, exhale. So really breathe into each vertebra of the spine. Inhale, lift, exhale, breathe out. Nice job. Extend the right leg behind you, extend the left leg behind you, and right here, try to pull the belly in, don't let the butt stick up, drop your knees down to the mat, okay? Hugging your elbows in by your sides. This is part of the salutations. People bow outward with their elbows. I want you to hug them right in by your side as you come down and try to touch your chest down first, then your belly. Slide forward for cobra. Exhale back down. You can lighten on your wrists here for a moment if you need to. Curl the toes under, lift the belly up, push into the mat. So fire up your triceps and push back up. And then just hinge back. Head and neck are heavy. Come forward, high plank. So again, knees, it's just like you dropped your knees down. Lower yourself down. Chest, belly, thighs. Toes press, lift up cobra. Exhale back down. Curl the toes, lift, press, elbows keep hugging in, and hinge back. So this next one will come up to down dog. Come forward, keep the knees down, lower down. Roll up, maybe come a little higher, toes press down. Exhale. Curl the toes, lift, press. And downward facing dog. So I hope you guys can feel those triceps when you press up like that. We often use our lower back to pull ourselves back up, but we don't want to do that. Look up to the top of your mat. Take some small steps to get there. Halfway lift, extend. Knees can be slightly bent. Exhale, fold forward, belly towards thighs. Take your feet wide here. Elbow to elbow, ragdoll pose. If this creates any strain for your lower back, you can just come here and place your elbows on your knees and just let the head be heavy again. Lengthen through the neckline, light on the toes. One more full breath. Let the hands float down to the mat and slowly roll up to stand. Lifting the shoulders up and down the back. Bring the feet closer together. A couple more shoulder shrugs. And release. Find a little bit of stillness in your Tadasana. And then on the next in-breath, reach the arms up. So Sun Salutation A. Exhale, fold. One of those widely practiced, right? Halfway lift. Sequences, step back, high plank. Anywhere you go in the world, knees down, lower down. So we need to know how to do this correctly. Lift up. Exhale, back down. Curl the toes, lift, press. Fire up those triceps. Downward facing dog, pellet out a little bit. Take one more breath in and a nice deep breath out. Look forward, walk forward to the top of your mat, or you can take one giant step if you like. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Continuing on, flowing with breath. Inhale to the top, exhale, fold. You notice that my knees are bent most of the time. It's helpful for me to keep lengthening in my spine. Halfway, and hands down, bend the knees, slide your feet back. Try to alternate your feet. Lower the knees, chest, belly, thighs, cobra. And this is the exhale, all the way. Press up and back to down dog, finishing the exhale in your down dog. The breath is hard here to catch, right? One more breath, inhale, and then exhale, look forward. So you can take a nice big step if you would like. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, third time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, opposite foot back. If you want to challenge yourself and not drop your knees, just make sure you can touch down, chest, belly, thighs, okay? Roll up to cobra, maybe up dog. If you're going to up dog, push through the hands, lift the hips, lift the thighs. Lift the belly in and up, downward facing dog. Woo! Lifting the right leg here. Bending the knee and opening up the hip. Rotating the toes, spread the toes wide, and press your left heel down. Don't forget about your back leg. Re-extend on the inhale. Step forward on the exhale. Send the back heel down, warrior two. Sorry, my back is to you. Warrior two. And just be in warrior two. So we're in this for about 15 seconds. So maybe look back to your back fingertips. Look over your right fingertips. Make sure your stance is wide enough you feel evenness on the inner thighs. And take one more breath. And cartwheel your arms down. Slide the right foot back and lower down. So I'm going to pause in chaturanga. Feel free to go all the way down. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Nice breath in. Nice breath out. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Bend the knee. Open up the hip. You can maybe look underneath the armpit if you'd like. Rotate the ankle. Spread the toes. Point and flex. Re-extend. Draw it in and step it forward. Spin the back heel down. Warrior two. So classically, we want to sort of come into open hip postures before we go into warrior one. So that's why they call it Sun A, okay? Sun B adds the warrior one, which we'll be doing in a moment. Maybe flip the palms up. Bend the elbows down, drop your shoulders down, re-extend. Notice if you're hinging more forward, draw the shoulders back. Look over your left fingertips, take one more breath. And rotate down. Slide the left foot back, come down, lift up, breathe all the way to the top, and then draw the belly in and up, back. Inverted V, downward facing dog pose. Look forward, step forward with the opposite foot, or take tiny steps. Halfway lift, and fold. Right here, sink, sink. Reach the arms up. Chair pose, belly in. You can look up between your hands and sink a little deeper. I know Brock is on this right now, and you have the deepest chair I've ever seen. I don't know how you down that low, buddy. I wish people could see you, but take one more breath and fold forward. Halfway lift. And fold. We're going to get into warrior one in a different way here. So I just want you to slide your right foot back, not as far back as crescent. Spin your back heel down. Reach your hands to your hips so they remain square. Maybe widen your feet. Slowly lift up. Warrior one. So stay light on your toes. Drop your shoulders down. Should feel a nice opening in the hip pocket here. And you should probably feel something in the calf muscle perhaps. Yeah, all good stuff. Take a breath in here, one more inhale, maybe even look up, and then exhale, hands down. Slide the left foot back, high to low. Lower down, and lift up. Send it back, pedal it out. Look forward and walk forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Second chair, reach it up. Maybe look up, and again, be careful not to over-exaggerate this lower back curve. So drop the tailbone down a little more. Add the core work here. Sink back towards your heels. Look down towards your toes, take the knees back a little bit more. Can you stay here for one more breath? Pull forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot back. Stay wide with the feet. Spin the back heel down. Take your hands to your hips. Slide that right hip back and lift up. Warrior one. So now we feel a little bit more easily stepping back into it. Good. Looking forward or perhaps looking up. And you're dialing your pinky fingers inwards towards each other. And again, you're in the pose. Don't let your mind wander. Take one more breath. And then exhale. Should be feeling warm now. Slide it back, knees up or down, right? This is what it might look like. To cobra or up dog. Your practice. Downward facing dog. Nice breath in. Nice breath out. Bring your knees down to the mat. Extend your right leg behind you. Spin onto the inner edge of your foot. Kick the left toes out. And roll open to modified side plank pose. If you prefer full side plank, just stack the feet in front of the other, or maybe stack the feet on top of each other, okay? You also support yourself by dropping your toe back. Okay, either way, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop it down 1, down dog. Pedal the feet. Knees down, right knee down this time. Inner edge of the left foot. Kick the toes behind you, roll up. If you're taking this modified route, you get the option of lifting your leg up, and that's super hard for the inner thigh and the glute. Oh my goodness. So there, or feet stacked, maybe looking up, nice and strong. Feel your arms, feel your shoulders, feel your core, feel your glutes. One more breath. And then downward facing dog. Shake your wrists out if you need to. Look forward, walk, or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. And fold. And rise. Pause. Check in. Are you holding tension somewhere? Is your mind elsewhere? Come back to the moment here. One more nice deep breath in. And exhale, hands down by your sides. Inhale, arms reach, adding on. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, slide your right foot way back. Coming into Crescent Lunge pose. Sliding your hands to heart space. Super destabilizing, continue to do this. Take a breath in and twist to your left. Ooh. You can look left, you can look down, you can look up towards your right, left shoulder. Keep the right thigh pressing away from the mat. Keep your breath soft and flowing. So if you're not looking down, look down. And we're gonna slide our right foot right next to our left. Okay? Super fancy stuff here. Sink, sink, sink. Bring that right knee back in alignment and twist, twisted chair pose. Again, sink back into those heels, take one more breath, and then slowly lower, release. halfway, fold, rise, keep flowing, inhale, mellow flow, right? Exhale, halfway, left foot steps back, wide enough, over ankle. Crescent lunge, so if this is super tight for your hip, you're gonna bend the left knee. And then begin to slowly draw it back until you feel exactly where you need to be in crescent lunge. Draw your hands together to your heart, deep in the right knee. Take a breath in, and then twist to your right. Twisting is super great for your organs, cleansing them like a towel, right? You're welcome to stay here. I didn't say this on the other side, but this just helps you twist open more, but you're certainly welcome to open the arms if that feels good, or even go behind you. Options. You can see me on this side better. Take one more breath. Look down. Left foot meets right. Take those knees in alignment. And sink. And breathe. Ooh. One more breath here, guys. You can do it. Just notice what's fired up and fold. Whew. Halfway. Fold, rise, and start. All right. So a couple of standing balancing poses today. I want to start with just taking your right foot and just sort of bring your toes to your shin and move it forward and back. I actually love doing this by standing on a block and holding onto the wall. It allows the hip to relax. But for today, we're doing this so that we can eventually just throw that foot into our hand. Catch it with your right hand, okay? And if you have a wall near you like I do, you can certainly hold on to it. Draw the knee back in alignment and then pull the belly away from your thigh, engage your glutes, and you're gonna lift your left arm up. So I'm gonna turn to you now. Your arm goes up. You're pushing your hand into your foot into your hand, okay? And you're gonna begin to hinge forward. So maybe this way is better for me. So you're moving the knee away now, you're relaxing the shoulder, opening the shoulder, and possibly pressing it back towards the back of the room, wherever you are, lifting the left thumb up, and then beginning to hinge forward. If you don't go very far, it's totally fine, right? Go as far as you can. And if you fall out of it, just come right back into it. And laugh along the way. Take one more breath. And then exhale. Windmill your arms around. Good. Then, shake it out a little bit. Take your left foot, toe to heel, and just begin to move it forward and back. And again, this is great to do with the wall with standing on a block so that your toes don't hit the floor. And when you're ready, grab it. It's the easiest way I can tell you to do it. Reach the arms up, right arm up. Press your foot into your hand into your foot. Begin to hinge forward. Begin to reach the right fingertips forward. Chest is still opening. Hips are trying to face the mat. Maybe the right knee bends. Your face is soft. Your grip on the floor is wide, right? Don't grip with your toes. Maybe take one more breath. Lift, press, press, press. And then release. And roll those arms around. Shrug your shoulders. Woo. All right. One more standing pose, guys. New tree pose here. It's a tree pose to figure 4. So bring the right knee out. At a kickstand, the toes still touch the mat. You could bring it into mid-calf, just below the kneecap. You could grab it and place it up into the mid-upper thigh. Staying here with hands at heart center, or grow the limbs of your trees. It could look like a lot of things. Goalpost. Arms wide, palms together. Or maybe even they go behind your back. Notice here too though, if you're kind of sending your hip out, pull it in by squeezing your left glute. I'm watching the clock, so about another 30 seconds here. So see if you can find some stillness no matter where you're at. Good, totally release. Bring your foot down, bring your hands back. Again, always shake, 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 shimmy, shake. Come into your other side, press your right heel down, right foot down, engage your glute, turn your left knee out, and climb your tree wherever you want to put it. In this posture, it's easy to push that leg out. So I really want you to engage by pushing your thigh into your foot into your thigh. And I'll lift your belly in and up. And again, I'm just going to reach my arms up here. The idea is to find kind of a balance between efforting too much, trying too hard, and really just hanging out and not engaging your muscles, right? At another 5 seconds or so, and then just breathing. And slowly lower the foot down. Just shake it out. So figure 4 is a version of pigeon. So you bend your knees to start like that, right? And then take your right foot forward and cross it over your left. And bring your hands to your knee and your ankle. Now, this can go a lot of places, okay? This is perfectly fine. And if you need to scoot your butt back to a wall to sort of stabilize yourself so you can feel the outer hip opening, do that. If you can sink a little deeper. The mellow flow is about really flowing where you're at today. I don't know what you did today, right? You may just want to stay here and enjoy this. You may need a little bit more stability with the wall. Maybe you want to amp it up though. You've been inside and cooped up all day. Palms together and shoot those arrows forward. One more further pose. This is the last full real hard challenge here today, guys. Maybe. Elbows outside the shin and fingers go down to the mat, and then you straighten the leg and drop your head down. Wherever you're at, 3 more poses, 3 more breaths. Slowly breathe, come up. Here, here, here. Whoa. Right, so we choose our path in this class. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes more is what we need. Bend the knees. Step into your right foot. Bend the left ankle of your right thigh. Sink. So if you are doing this with a partner today, you can go butt to butt. You can stabilize yourselves. You can support each other, right? So again, stay here, or maybe you want a little more. You want to sink back a little deeper. It's just about where you're feeling it though, because I want you to still breathe there. You can play and breathe, right? Elbows can come in front of your shin. Fingertips can reach down for the mat. You need to straighten the leg, and the fingertips might find the floor of your ankle. Bow the head. Slowly, about 3 more breaths. You can come back into and out of poses nice and slowly. Shake it out. Reach the arms up. Take your feet wide. Take your hands behind your back. Clasp your hands, maybe. Take a little back bend. This feels yummy. And then exhale, fold forward. So you can go wider, wider, wider if you'd like. As wide as you feel good doing. You can move side to side. Good. And slowly lower the hands down to the mat. Look up. You're just going to take yourself over to the right side. So bending the right knee, okay? And some of us may be here. This is about as far as our inner thigh is going to take us, and that's totally okay. Some may be able to go down here, okay? And turn the toe up. Inner thigh stretch. Some of you maybe will have your heel on the mat. Don't know. And bring it to the other side. So just shimmy side to side. Maybe the toe comes up. So whatever feels best for you in this posture. My heel comes off the mat. I can't put my heel down. It's totally fine. And come back up. Begin to move your feet closer together. Hands to hips. Inhale, rise. Feet come together. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. So I lied about the challenge. We're going to do another one right now. We're going to come down onto the mat. Nothing fancy. Just come on down. Forearm plank today. Okay. Do you want to engage, some bit of core and some bit of an extra challenge for ourselves, right? That engages all parts of our body, shoulders, core. So we're going to come down to the forearms. You can come down to the forearms where your palms are flushed down onto the mat, or where you put them together and you kind of create a little sweet roll for your little pinky finger. Don't go wider than elbow to elbow though. So the challenge is 1 minute in plank, forearm plank, with 15-second intervals where you can pause for 3 seconds and then re-engage for 15. Pause, but it's up to you. Stay up if you'd like. Ready? So get in it. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Keep your butts down. It might be better for you to look forward or look down. I'm going to look at the clock. Breathing. Pushing through the arms. And rest. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Fire up those glutes, you guys. Lift those thighs. Press into the heels. And rest. 3, 2, 1. Lift. The engagement feels good there. You can tell it's working when you're doing this. You're almost there. You're almost halfway there. You can do this. You can do anything for a minute. Anything. If you do start to feel this, then maybe stay down for a couple extra seconds. Rest. 3, 2, 1. Last round. Lift. Or you can press a knee down. Press both knees down. Nothing says that you can't do that. Now I tell you, right? Good. Got this. Push. Lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes back. Your feet are happy. Create a pillow for your head. Placing your palms on top of each other and turn and look the opposite. I'm going to turn and look left because I've been looking right. Bend your knees and let your feet fall side to side. Awesome. How is this out? Is this going by so fast? Woo. All right. Feet down the mat. Right hand goes forward. Bend the left knee. Reach back. So we did this earlier, right? Standing. Grab the top of your foot. And you're going to push the hand in the foot into the hand. Press your pelvis down. You're stretching the front of your quad, right? Lift the right arm. And breathe. You can look down, chin towards chest. Begin to lower the right hand. Begin to allow that left quad to release and then begin to bend the elbow and just draw your heel towards your glute. I'm curious if you guys feel this. If you don't, press your pelvis, your pelvis, your belly button down to the floor more. And relax. Left hand forward, right hand back, bend the right knee. So hands pressing to the top of the foot, press the hand to the foot, the knee might lift, and you might lift up the left hand. If at any time this doesn't feel good, support yourself, right? Or lessen it. Good. One more full breath here. And then slowly lower the hand and allow the elbow to bend and allow the heel to come towards your buttocks. It might not be anywhere near there. Sometimes I suggest people bring a strap to the mat just to get that foot somewhere close to the body. Good. And then release. Hands by the breastbone, curl toes under, press up. Wide knees, child's pose. Palms can be up or down. It can be extended forward, or you can take your arms behind you. So take several nice deep breaths here. Slowly lifting up. So I'm going to thread the needle here. Some people like to stay with their hips back towards their heels and just slide it under. Some of us would prefer to come up a little higher, okay? I'm just going to take 3 breaths on each side. So wherever you are, down here or up here, no matter. Slide right arm under left. Maybe taking your hand on top of your palm, or maybe even tucking that hand behind you. Resting the side of your forehead on the mat, and your outer shoulder is stretching here. And then come back up. Left arm reaches up. On your right arm, bend the elbow. So you can see more on this side. You can press the palms together. And take your arm up and behind you, as long as it doesn't stress your neck out. Good. Last breath, inhale. And exhale. Sinking back towards your hips. Move a little side to side. Good. And then coming onto your seat. Coming onto your back. Extending your legs long and reaching your hands behind you. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll a little side to side. So coming into bridge pose here, heels come towards the buttocks, palms reach down or fingertips reach down towards the heels. Imagine you have a block between your thighs, okay? You want to make sure that your inner thighs are rolling inward. Palms are pressing down, shoulders pressing down. Engage the glutes, lift the hips up on the inhale. Drive the knees towards the front of the room. Your chin is slightly towards your chest, and maybe you need to roll your shoulders underneath you. Some people can clasp their hands together and bring, if you can straighten your arms, I'd say this is a good idea. If you're, if you're not, and you can't get that extension, I would say you're better off with your palms by your sides. Engage your gluteus muscles, people. Take one more breath. Breathe into the chest. This is a heart opener. And exhale slowly, one vertebra at a time. Release the legs to the right. Release the legs to the left. One more time. Good. Now take your feet or legs so that the knees are at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to give you the option here. I'm going to give you the option to extend the legs fully upward or to bend them at this height. Bring your arms to a T. You're going to take a breath in, and this is for your obliques here tonight, folks. So inhale, exhale, your knees a quarter of the way, and back to center. This is your breath in, exhale, a quarter to the left, and back to center. And halfway now. So if you're extended, like it's so much harder for me to extend my legs. They feel like cement blocks. To the left, to the center, 3/4 of the way, you guys. So maybe the hands planted down are going to help you a little bit. Don't touch down yet. Use the core to pull back up. And then down to the left. And back up to center. And now all the way. Yes, you can touch down now. Oh, thank you. Maybe take your hand on top of your thigh. Maybe bring your left arm down closer to an A or even on your ribs. Look over your left shoulder. Relax your shoulders, in fact. If they feel tight, if you feel like you're gripping, release that. Relax the jaw. Soften the face. Give yourself an opportunity to do a little body scan. Any tightness you may be feeling anywhere in the body. Come back to center. Again, chair or legs extended, you crazy people. Bend the knee. I'm gonna bend my knees and go all the way over with control. So my knees do not touch here. I have to place a blanket between my thighs if I really want to make it comfortable. So I don't know if you have anything available to you if your legs are apart. I'm going to slide my hand to my rib cage, and I can actually support my inner thigh with my hand as well, okay? If it's uncomfortable. Try to keep your heels away from the buttocks. Try to stay in that 90-degree angle. Go to the opposite shoulder. And come back slowly. Oh, if you can use your obliques, come back to center. Release those feet, stick those feet up into the air. Happy baby pose. Now, I'm going to suggest you grab the outer edge. This is another hip opener, outer edge of the foot, of your right foot. If that's totally unavailable, like, are you kidding me? Then grab your ankle. That's fine. And then you're going to release the left foot, and you're going to extend that left leg forward, and you're going to reach the left arm back. Try not to let that left hip lift up, and maybe continue to bring that heel away from the body and draw the knee in towards your outer shoulder. Half happy baby pose. Big breaths in. Where do you feel it? And release. Shake it out. Again. Happy baby. This time, outer edge of the left foot, right leg goes down, or engage the ankles. Try to press the right thigh down so I space the air. What does that say? It means my hips are tight. Arms reach back. Find that balance. If this is too uncomfortable, bend your knee. There's various ways we can open our hips, you guys, and this is one of them. It may not be incredibly comfortable or look very pretty, but it works. Okay. And slowly lower the feet down and shake it out. Okay, before we go into our one last twist, I'm trying to keep this under an hour because YouTube doesn't like videos that are too long. So I'm trying to keep it to like 50 minutes. 55 minutes. Extend the feet up into the air. If you have a blanket, you can put it underneath you. You could take your hands into a triangle and put it underneath you. Give you a little bit of a butt lift. So inversion, right? Inversion. Well, feel free, if you want, you can do things in your inversion. You can pedal your feet. When you're lifted up or placing a block underneath you or a blanket, you're a little bit more supported and you're able to sort of do a little bit more. You can go backwards or maybe open the legs. If you're lucky enough to have a wall nearby, you could go to the wall and offer support there. And your belly is pressing down, so your lower back is not lifted up. If you want, and it's in your practice, feel free to bend the knees, right? And maybe bring the toes behind you to find the floor. If the floor is not there, you'll want something to put your toes on next time for support. Or you can lift into a partial shoulder stand. And again, move maybe. Great. Your super blue pants today, I must say. And drop down slowly. Release. Bring the feet wide on your mat. Drop your knees to the right. Drop your knees to the left. And I'm going to say, to get a nice deep twist, cross your right leg over your left leg. Okay. Place your palms down, lift your hips up, and just kind of swing them gently to the right, and then let your legs fall to the left. So if that's too intense, just uncross your legs. Just one last little juicy twist. If you like it, great. Keep it in your toolbox. If you don't, throw it out. Come back to center. Shake it out. Left leg over right leg. Again, lift your hips and send them to the side, and then twist. Nice work, everyone. I really wish I could see you guys practicing. I missed that element of class, but I know you're there. Come back to center. Arms and knees in, roll side to side. Extend the legs nice and long. And exhale, hands down by your sides. So now you can close your eyes. If you're in your own home, you know, when you're in a brightly lit room, you want to turn off the lights, you want to dim the lights. If at any time you want to put music on for yourself in the background, of course you can do that. So let's just close the eyes. Maybe bring the hands to the heart, into the belly. Feel your prana moving, and just, again, end your practice in gratitude. Let's enjoy just a couple minutes of silence together. Just bring up your fingers and toes. Your body's awareness back to your breath, back to the body. Take bigger breaths as you reach the arms back, bigger movements. We just hit that reset button, you guys. Moving the body gets just all of the blood flowing, brings us endorphins, makes us feel better. A little on your right side body, just gently and slowly come up to your seat. Bring your hands to your heart space. Check in with how you feel. Just get a sensation and awareness of just that stillness, that peacefulness that you just created for yourself. So honor yourself today for showing up on your mat. Honor each other. Right? Honor each other. And that we might come here to be together in this way. And honor the practice of yoga. We may show up to do yoga and hope of something, but you're always going to get what you need. So I hope that you got something from this practice today. Bring the thumbs to the center of your forehead. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Namaste. Thank you guys all for joining me.